Max and Christy. Christy and Max. Max and Christy.
Christy and Max.
Welcome to the Max and Christy podcast. And that is our theme song. We're going to keep working on it.
Been working on it for a while now.
We have. We'll get it one day.
One of these days.
One of these days. So we've had a lot of anniversaries lately with Sometimes Spouse. We've been in business as of last Wednesday, 7 years?
Yeah, it was last Wednesday, wasn't it? Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
You too.
Yeah.
What'd you get me?
Oh, I didn't give you anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Buff that head.
Wow.
I got some powder for it. Got the powder on your head?
I'm good. It
Does get kind of shiny, doesn't it?
A little bit. See?
It does. It does. So we wanted to talk to you about, and then today's our 6-year anniversary of having an office.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. Do you remember the first office?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like Harley Davidson themed.
Yeah, it was orange and black.
Yep.
And it was painted orange and black on the inside, if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to come in and paint it white and green.
Was it white and green?
I don't think we had green back then. I think it was just white.
Yeah, it was just white or gray or something.
Yeah, and I think we put flooring in it different too, didn't we?
Yeah, just some cheap flooring that we stuck in there.
And the whole office was as big as my office is now.
Oh, yeah. But it may have even been smaller than this.
And the bathroom was creepy because it was outside in the back bay.
Yep. Yeah.
150 degrees on a good day because there was no air conditioning.
No, not in the back. Not in the bathroom.
Not in the bay or the bathroom. It was crazy. I couldn't believe that he let me get into an office that was like that. But we were so happy.
Yep.
Like, now I wouldn't go to the bathroom in that bathroom. But 6 years ago, we were just happy to have a bathroom in the office.
Yep. It was nice.
It was so nice. It was scary, but it was nice. It fit me and one of our original partners, but we got rid of her last year.
Yep.
And it also fit Max. So we had one desk.
Not very often.
Max and I, and we shared it.
No.
Yeah. So it was crazy. I didn't even work full-time there.
Huh.
I worked full-time still as a social worker, caseworker, whatever you want to call it. But I don't want to say I was a caseworker or social worker because those social workers will get upset, but it was a caseworker, which is kind of like a social worker, but without the extra 2 years in college.
Mm-hmm.
But what did you do?
I was a Harley Davidson technician before this.
Yeah, but you just left that, and that's why we got a full-time office, because we had guys running to our house in China Spring, Texas, and that didn't really work.
No.
So we got our first office, and it was actually down the road from where we are now, and it was super cheap. It was like $500 or $600 a month.
It was super cheap.
Wow, that's insane. Like, we weren't there very often. I don't even know why we got an office.
No, I was hardly ever there.
No, and I was never there because I was working full-time somewhere else.
Yep. So I don't know why we needed an office, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah, but we got one.
Yep.
Don't get an office until you need one.
Yeah, until you absolutely need one.
No, but business is hard, especially if you go into it by yourself, it's difficult. If you go into it with partners, it's difficult. But if you go into it with your spouse,
it's even more difficult. No,
it is so hard. If your marriage is very important and your business is very important and the person that you go into business with has different mindsets than you do, it can be very difficult.
No. Yeah, it's different. You have to have a strong relationship.
You do, and it's made us stronger. It almost broke us once.
Yep. Almost had to kick her out.
Yeah. No, it was the other way around.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Let's be honest, Max. So you have to put your relationship with your spouse as number one.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. Business can come and go. Mm-hmm. But that relationship you have with your spouse, you have to put it on a pedestal and you have to continue working with it. Like, a lot of people think that we're together all the time.
Nope. This is the first time I've seen you all day.
No. And then the appointment was at noon, and you can see it's at 2:33 right now.
I was close.
Yeah. So you have to, I could be cranky about that. but I'm not. I'm just happy he got here. I know he's out there doing business that he needs to do. So you've got to give your spouse or significant other a little bit of leeway.
You're going to give me some leeway?
Little bit, not much.
Oh, all right.
Not much. Yeah. So you really have to do that. You also have to think, do you guys share the same business values?
Yeah, we do.
We do. We had a business partner, though, that we didn't. We've had many business partners that didn't share the same values. No. They thought owning a business was. Quit hitting me on the back.
Oh, sorry.
They thought owning a business was like you get the money and you don't do any work.
No, that is not the case.
No, and that was the values of her significant other. And that was not the Ogles at all. We have work values that we work and we make it a priority for our business. We work hard. We take care of our customers. We make sure people are happy. We do good work. We manage the jobs. We don't just, if it happens.
It happens.
It happens. So whenever you get a business partner, whether it's your spouse or someone else, you need to make sure that your business values
Are the same.
line up. Because if they don't line up, you will be in a world of hurt, in a world of pain, and you'll have all kinds of problems. So that's one thing that you really need to think about.
Yep. And before you get an office, you need to find out, can you afford to work outside the home? So if you're going to rent a $1,000 a month office, can you afford it?
Because you got to think $1,000 a month.
Plus,
Electricity,
plus,
water,
plus,
internet,
plus.
other odds and ends. So you really need to know whether you can afford to work outside the home.
Mm-hmm.
If the answer is no, stay at home as long as you can. I think one of the things that COVID has shown us is that you can have less and be more productive. So if you can work outside of the home and that's what you want to do it. If you can't, save that money for the brick and mortar and put it in your pocket.
Yep.
Invest in your business in another way. Another question is can you be separated from each other while you're doing the business? Because like I said, Max and I never see each other. He was always out the door doing what he needs to do, and I don't question him.
I'm usually gone before she gets here, or, if I am here, it's usually not for very long. Usually my truck is my office 99% of the time.
Yeah, so, and I'm usually never here when there's no, shutdown orders or anything, or mask wearing or whatever. I'm usually out networking because that's what I do. So he has to trust that I'm out there doing what I need to do, meeting people, doing networking meetings, talking about sometimes spouse, that sort of thing.
Hugging people, kissing babies.
Hugging people and kissing babies. I should be a politician. Wow. Because today I had 5 different meetings already. So he has to have a lot of trust in me, and I have a lot of trust in him. So those are just some questions that you need to ask yourself before you go into business with your spouse.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all know each other and you have a strong relationship.
Because we've been married over
20 years.
15, 16 years when we started the business.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
yeah. And then stay in your lane.
yeah.
I don't run the handyman. I don't take care of the handyman jobs.
Yeah. I don't walk in here and be like, hey, what are you doing with marketing? Let me know.
Yeah.
No.
Because I would be like, Max, stay in your lane.
Yep. Not my lane.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't swerve.
No. I'm Christy Ogle.
Max Ogle.
And these were some tips for when you go into business with your spouse.